Hey everyone, I wanted to offer you a quick ab workout that will allow you to understand Pilates technique and foundation a little better, but also just a quick way to feel connected to your center. So we are connecting our ribs to our pelvis and feeling our whole transverse abdominis and obliques activating for us so that we can move from our core for more alignment and functional movement. Let's lie down on the mat. So before I do anything to strengthen my muscles, I like to just release things and allow my pelvis to relax. So let those legs come out long on the mat, and we're just going to roll the legs in internal and external rotation. Getting into your breath, and just notice how your spine feels, how your pelvis feels. You want this to be effortless. So as your legs rock, it's almost as if someone else is doing this to you. You are not creating the movement. We're going to bring the legs to parallel now, toes towards the ceiling, and rock by pointing and flexing your feet, your ankles. And this is going to send a wave of movement up your body. So your head and spine are rocking with you. Just allow the head to move with a little yes. Breathing deeply. And notice how your sacrum is rocking on the mat, that triangular bone at the back of your pelvis, right in the center. This is coordinating the front and backs of our body and allowing our parasympathetic nervous system a little bit of movement. This is our rest and digest, just relaxing and releasing. 2 more breaths here. You might feel things start to change in your body as you rock. Softening down to the floor. Okay, and we're going to bend the knees in, sits bone width apart. Place your hands on your hip bones and just walk your fingers in a tiny bit, about 1 inch on either side. This is where we want to feel that we are contracting our abdominals from. So take an inhale into the sides and backs of your rib cage. And as you exhale, I want you to feel these points drawing down towards the floor and in towards each other. Inhale into the sides of your ribs. Again, exhale, drawing those points underneath your fingers down and in, but don't change the shape of your spine. Keep your spine neutral. Inhale. Just firming those lower abdominals, drawing it in and inhale. So we're going to keep breathing this way and contracting the abdominals this way. Exhale. Allow both of your knees to open out to the sides. Rolling onto the sides of your feet. Inhale, knees to ceiling. And again, exhale, both knees open to the sides. Feel how your sacrum is stable on the mat. And inhale, knees to ceiling. I'm going to do this a few more times. Exhale as the knees open. Notice how the sacrum feels. Your hip bones are closing around it. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Your hip bones are spreading apart and creating more space for the sacrum. 2 more times. Exhale, knees open. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, knees open. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Great. From here, we're going to bring the hands right onto those hip bones and just going 1 knee at a time, dropping out to the side with control. Exhale, right knee opens, but you stay stable on the center of your sacrum. Inhale, knee to ceiling. Exhale, left knee opens. And inhale, knee to ceiling. So keep going. We're using the abdominals to stabilize the pelvis. You can also think of making the opposite hip heavy into the mat. That side of the bum, as if the back pocket of my left hip as my right knee opens gets heavy. And inhale, back in. As if I was wearing jeans, the right back pocket of my jeans gets heavy as my left knee opens. Inhale, back in. 1 more time each side. Right knee. Inhale up. and left. Good work, everybody. So we'll bring the hands up to the ceiling now. Drop your shoulder blades down into the mat. Your palms of your hands are facing each other, and just raise your arms overhead and notice what wants to happen in your rib cage and in your spine when we do this. So our spine wants to extend. We'll bring those hands up to the ceiling. We're going to use our abs to stabilize the rib cage, the relationship of rib cage to pelvis. So inhale into the sides of the ribs. And this time, as you bring your arms overhead, think of drawing the fronts of your ribs down towards your pelvis and contracting the abdominals. So that is stabilizing your upper body. Inhale. Hands to ceiling. Again, a few times. Exhale. Looking for symmetry. Ribs staying down. Inhale. Hands to ceiling. And one more time. Exhale. Inhaling. Hands to ceiling. We're going to bring the hands to the hip bones and the thumbs to the lower ribs. So I'm creating a point from the ribs to the hips and imagining I have little elastics here. I'm kind of like Spider-Woman or Spider-Man slinging a web from my ribs to my hips. So these are your obliques on the side that we're going to activate as we imprint. So inhale here. As you exhale, roll your tailbone to the ceiling and feel that you are bringing these 2 points together, ribs and hips on either side, but it's from coming down towards the floor with the abdomen, affirming. Inhale, release to neutral. Again, exhale, so drawing the front of the abdomen towards the floor as the ribs and the hips slide towards each other into what's called an imprint, spinal flexion. Inhale, release to neutral. In neutral, there's a little space behind the lower back, but the ribs are on the mat. One more time, exhale to imprint, rolling on that sacrum. And inhale to neutral. Good, we're going to come into our imprint and hold it. So we're challenging our abdominals now to hold this position without letting that rectus pop out in the front, that six-pack muscle. Let's keep the obliques wrapping it down. We're going to lift the right knee up to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, left knee is going to come up. So keep that imprint. Inhale here into the sides of your ribs. And exhale, drop your right toes to the floor. Inhale, back up. And exhale, left toes go down towards the floor, but you keep your lower back down. So these are called femur arcs. We're moving our femur, our thigh bone, away from us and back. This is a nice way to dose how much you're asking of your abdominals. So if this is too hard for you to keep your lower back down, bring your knees closer to you and make the movement smaller. Give that a try, see how it feels. If you want a bit more of a challenge, keep your lower back down and keep the knees a little further away from your body. One more time each side. And we'll bring the feet down to the mat one at a time. Take a little break. Neutral spine, stabilizing the pelvis, trying the same sort of stability, femur arcs, but just lifting the right knee to the ceiling. Notice where the weight is on your sacrum. Inhale, foot down, firming with the abdominals. Exhale, left knee comes up. Inhale, foot down. So working in neutral is very beneficial to keep changing sides, because when we are standing, our spine is not rounded into the floor, it's neutral. So we need to find that harmony of the front of the abdominals and those intrinsic muscles of the spine stabilizing the pelvis. One more time each side. All right, come into your imprint one more time. Imprint's a nice way to challenge the abdominals. We're gonna lift the knees to the ceiling, hands up, inhale. Shoulder blades down. Exhale, lower right foot and left arm overhead, keeping that lower back down. Inhale, up, and change. Exhale, inhale, up. Again, change. So arm and opposite leg moving away, and up. Again for 2, and 1. Good, we'll bring the feet down to the mat. Release, neutral, hands behind the head. Elbows at 45 degrees. Inhale here. Keep your neutral spine. We're going to exhale and bring the head and shoulders up. hold this position and just feel that you can keep the weight of your head into the hands and slide the shoulder blades down on the back. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. So we want to avoid using the neck muscles. Inhale. Exhale, head and shoulders slide up. Keep the weight of the head in the hands. Inhale. And exhale, come down. Inhale here. Exhale, come up. If you can, reach either one arm or both arms on either side of your body. And we're just going to try to touch the ankle with the right hand. Right ankle with right hand, center. Left ankle with left hand. Going side to side. A little side bend, activating the sides of the obliques as we draw belly button to spine. One more time each side. Hands behind the head, inhale, and down, exhale. So if you need to support the weight of the head with the hands at any time, that's always an option. We're going to bring the right knee up to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up. We're going to reach the left arm to the ceiling. Keep that palm of the hand in. Twist to touch the hand to the outside of the knee and pulse. Crossing ribs to opposite hips for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the head, inhale. Let's bring it down. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, head and shoulders up. We'll bring the left knee to tabletop. Right arm to ceiling. Inhale. Twist on your exhale. So keep the pelvis stable, and we're going to karate chop with that cutting edge of the hand. Baby finger side. Twist right ribs to left hip for 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, down. Awesome work, everyone. We've got 2 more, and then we're going to come up to sitting. So come into your imprint. We're going to bring the legs to tabletop. Hands to the ceiling. Inhale. Externally rotate the legs. Exhale. Bring those forearms in between your knees. So you can keep your head down here if you have a sensitive neck, or bring the head and shoulders up. We're going to squeeze the knees into the forearms and forearms against the knees. Feel your tailbone rolling to the ceiling, and breathe behind the ribs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down, knees into chest. Give it a little roll one way and the other way. Keep those knees up, lower back down. We'll bring the hands behind the head one more time. Inhale. Exhale, head and shoulders up. So this one's called single leg stretch. You can do this with the hands behind the head for the first one. So we're going to inhale, reach your right leg long. Keep your lower back down. Exhale. Inhale, bend it in and change. If this is going well and you want to take the hands off, as you lengthen your right leg out, bring the right hand to the inside of the left knee and left hand to the top of the left shin and press up a little bit. So this is carrying you up, and change. Really use your exhale. Your abs are powerful on your exhale. If this is uncomfortable for the neck, just keep those hands behind your head for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring knees to chest. Take a big tummy breath. We're going to bring the feet down to the mat, neutral spine. Grab your elbows. Inhale. Bring knees to one side and elbows to the other. Turn the head towards the hands and the elbows. Twist it out. Inhale, center, and change. Rocking it out side to side. Good work. Just roll onto the tummy and we'll stretch it out real quick. So onto the forearms. If your arms are further in front of you, this is more gentle on the spine. If you bring the elbows closer, this is a bit more extreme. So listen to your body. Your body knows what you need. No pain, no pain. We're just gonna draw the elbows in towards the waist. Bring the chest forward and raise the chin towards the ceiling. So we're just undoing a little bit of that tension, giving it some stretch. Breathe into your belly a little bit, but keep some support there. And you can come on down, rock it out. Press yourself back into a child's pose. And we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good job. So this is just creating a strong foundation, a strong center to move from. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to talk about Pilates technique. I could talk about it all day. So hope you're doing well. See you soon.